Hello, hello. Happy Travel Tip Tuesday, everybody. Hello, hello. How are you all doing? We are so excited to be here. Hello, happy Travel Tip Tuesday. I have one of my beautiful sisters in Christ that is going to be speaking with us. And I am just so excited to be here. And I just want to say welcome. Welcome to everyone that is just across the waves, wherever you are in the world today. We are coming towards the end of May in mental health awareness and trauma awareness. And there was nothing more that I wanted to talk about was something that is happening this week, but also if you were in the North Texas area, did you see a tornado? If you were one of those that have been affected up around Lake Ray Roberts, or even in Plano this morning around 6 a.m., this has been massive. We have had some massive storms. And while Alda and I were already talking about just some catastrophes that have been happening in our world today, we are going to really dive in about some things that have been happening in Brazil. But before we do that, I just want to take a moment of stillness, because while we are in mental health awareness and we are in trauma awareness, there's a lot happening. And if you are one of those that have been affected, just please reach out. If you are in need, there's many types of resources. We are happy to provide you with some resources. If it is an emergency, please seek medical help immediately for that. But my name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur, and I want to just take a moment of stillness so that we can just ask God for that hedge of protection, as we just ask for so many that might be around the world. It might be within your own province, within your own state. It might be within your own community, or it may be within your own home, or it may even also be within your own selves. So just a moment of stillness, please, just so that you know that you are not alone, that God is here, and just asking for that hedge of protection. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for that. We have got a great topic. While Alda has been on my to-do list to actually go there and do some amazing things from 12 Cuts. If you've known me from before the pandemic, I had the joy of just working together with her, and it was amazing. And there's nothing more than when you get an opportunity just to have someone that you love and that's very dear to you. But before we do that, I just want to introduce myself again. Audio okay, Alda? Can you hear me okay? Good. Okay. Well, my name is Michelle Maynard MacArthur, and I am your hospitality, health, and wellness strategist that is here to help guide you through a positive process for change. And that is with a lean, holistic, healing approach from the inside out. That lean stands for your lifestyle, your exercise, your attitude, and your nutrition. And the fun part is that I love so much is taking and showing you to those top luxury wellness destinations. Or maybe it's not a luxury destination. Maybe it's a destination around the world that is in need, which is where we're going today. I am a master certified health and wellness coach that complements the certification I have in traditional Chinese medicine, along with a 30-plus year career in hospitality, site selection, tourism, group event planning, you name it. If you are looking for a place to go around the world, we've got you covered. Contact me and our team, and we would be honored to be of service to you. But today, as I mentioned, we have a very important topic to be talking about. And Alda Boiani, as I mentioned, is a dear, dear friend of mine that I love. She is a restaurateur. She is an entrepreneur, a small business owner who began her journey in the restaurant industry working at Fogo de Chao. and was behind its expansion when it came to the US in 1997. She says that her goal was to either retire from the company or start a business. And she was too young to retire with too much energy, let me say, because she is always just zipping around and taking all of the things that she didn't appreciate about the restaurant industry. Her and her beloved husband, Juarez DeConto, created a company focused on providing the best customer experience combined with a unique environment for her staff. She's having opened a restaurant right before the pandemic. 12 Cuts, which is in the North Dallas area, continued to grow due to its team's work ethic, passion, and determination. And today we are going to be speaking about how South Brazil, I'm going to try to say this in Portuguese. Alda will correct me. Encantado-Aroio Do Meio. Don't know how I did with that, Alda, but you can correct my pronunciation. But this area was hit with the terrible flooding that affected their family's city. They are trying to collect money to help people there build houses and restore the businesses. In the wake of the devastating floods that have struck southern Brazil, including the regions of Encantado-Aroio Do Meio, the situation is dire. And her sisters and their families have lost everything from homes to cars to businesses and all of their possessions. The infrastructure damage is pretty severe. If you go to the link that I will post here, you're going to see some of the pictures. And there is no water, utilities, accessible roads, making the recovery process extremely challenging because nobody can get there. They are urgently raising money, raising the funds to aid in their recovery and rebuild their lives, and need your help. So every donation, no matter what the size, can make a significant difference in helping them navigate this catastrophe. We just ask for you to please consider contributing. She's got a GoFundMe account, and I will post this on. We are also dining for a cause on this Thursday. All day, all of the proceeds are going directly to this cause. And at 12 Cuts, if you are in the local area, come on out. We're going to be there. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun that we're just really diving in to have this dine for a cause. But at 12 Cuts, if you've not experienced it, if you've not seen one of my lives, or if you've not seen all the amazing things that Alda has been doing, and Alda and her husband, Juarez, I can't not mention Juarez, the guests can experience the meat in a churrascaria fashion. Where I always like to say it is from South America. And while from Argentina and Brazil, we are vecinos, we are neighbors. We have that rivalry of Tres Campeones del Mundo. And I know she'll probably come back and say what she gets to say, but we love it. We love it because it is a healthy vibe. And I'll give her a moment when she unmutes herself. But this churrascaria is where the servers bring the meat to the table. They slice it there with the preference in, and it allows each guest to take as much or as little. And you can learn more about Alda, Juarez, and the 12 Cuts Brazilian Steakhouse by going to 12cutssteakhouse.com. Don't forget, if you are in the area, come on out, check us out at any time. And I just want to now turn this over to Alda to say thank you. Thank you for just taking the time to really put this fundraiser together and the GoFundMe, because you stay busy. I mean, you are running, you are in the restaurant right now with groups and things happening all around you. And so I just want to give you the floor now for a moment to just tell us a little bit about this so that the listeners can really understand of what they can do to help you.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for having me here. So I appreciate you kind of helping me too. So my name is Alda Boiani. So me and my husband own the restaurant. So I'm working. If it is a little noise, forgive me. But what happened in Brazil? So Michelle kind of say, "Oh, let help you." So thank you, Michelle. it was something different. And Brazil is, and south of Brazil is very, very beautiful. A lot of mountains, a valley, and the last month, almost for a month, it is continue raining, and floating almost 40, the big river that crossed all the valley, and was up at 40 meters. So it was something never happened in the world, that area never ever. So Rio Grande do Sul has, I put it here, 494 cities. So the 494 cities, 478 cities was affected, direct affected for this flooding and mudslide. And most of the city is there has a a lot of, I would say, damage. So the city that I'm kind of trying to help here is where my city, my family live, and my family has a business. The main one is Encantado-Aroio Do Meio. Those was very bad affected. So Arroyo do Meio, 92% of the city is almost completely gone. So my sister has a business there. The business gone. So to help the people there, the best way it is the business come back, because right now they have they have some water, electricity came back this week. They have internet some places, not all places, and they who has houses, because a lot of people doesn't have houses yet. So our state of Rio Grande do Sul at this moment, 800,000 people doesn't have a house anymore. So the houses is completely gone, so wash it up, no houses. So, but I cannot help everybody. I can help this many people. So I create fund me to help clothes, quickly help for clothes. Now I'm buy clothes and sending for winter. That is, they even can find the clothes anymore. The store is not there anymore. But another is to help in the money. So what am I doing is on this Wednesday, the 30th, every sale is gonna be, I will send it to them. So this is the way that I see to help and then come back and to have a houses, to have a job, and to help in everything, because they need a cleaning, they need a lot of things, they need the money. If the money doesn't go there, a lot of people are donating water, clothes, food, but they need to start it somewhere because they don't know what to start it. So many village is completely gone and they don't have nothing. So nothing there. It's hard to go there because the bridge is gone. All bridges that connect a small city is completely gone. Other part, most of the highway is gone, or the mudslide come down the mountains, break everything. So they are kind of many of those cities, like these two cities that I'm helping because I have people there in my family. They cannot go in and out. They one way they can go and take hours, like what it used to take like 30 minutes. If they want to go, even a capital and a doctor, they have to take it for hours. And a lot of people lost cars, and it was just very complicated. So, and this way I kind of decided I'm gonna help on the business, to help my sister in the business, my other the friends, so they can come back and have the business, and the economy started to come back. People can go back to work, because right now nobody works, because there's no way, no jobs, not everything destroyed, no school because the school is underwater. They have to kind of rebuild everything. Some city they decided they have to kind of move downtown cities that it used to be beautiful, now it's gone. So they gonna move the city to a different place, because they cannot even, it's nothing there anymore, it's just a bunch of trash. It's very sad. It's completely different, never happened. It is something like, we can explain what happened, but this is the way. So I thought people can come and have a very good meal and solve the money. So this is the way so people can help me. I can help everybody there.
Thank you for sharing that, Alda. I remember, I don't know if it was earlier this year, if it was last year, because it seems like there's been a rainy seasons, because this has never happened, but there was a time before I remember that there was flooding. I don't remember if it was in the same area. I mean, we've just had, or all around the world, we've had a lot of rain, we've had a lot of storms, and just affecting us in every way. And it's scary, especially if you can't get in. I mean, in my barrio, in San Justo, Santa Fe, while things are becoming a little bit better, it's like dirt streets. You go from Dallas to BA, Buenos Aires to Santa Fe, 2-hour puddle jump. Santa Fe, you've got a 2-hour bus ride, and then you go in. When you're talking about like in Brazil, those are cars and people can, but it makes it when the roads and everything's shut off and there's not anything helping, anything coming. Have you heard about, because what the country's been able to do? What about on a broader spoke that's been able to get in to help the area?
Yes, when you talk about flood in Brazil, and their area is a very common. Almost every year they have some water, but it's more like a 5-10 meters the maximum. And then it's area it does affect the big in downtown city, church, school, all it's never. So last year was a little. In September last year, they had a big flood. There it was more. There was the river come up 19 meters. That never happened most, and but affected some areas that are most close to the river. But this time it was 40, and so it's 40 meters, and it was everything. So the biggest city capital in Porto Alegre, 2 million people, more than 1 million people was underwater, and it was all houses underwater. That never happened before. The biggest city, all Rio Grande do Sul, like 90% of the state was underwater. That does it. With something 40 meters. Imagine how much water. So it's kind of interesting that water coming so much on the same place or raining. Yeah, and also in Brazil is the way. I want to talk about politician, but things not happen easy. It's not like here. So sooner you have all the help, and so in Brazil, the community, 90% of the help on the rescue, everything is the community help each other. It's not the government. It's not much there. And they, like Encantado, it took like 8 days because they can in and out of the helicopter. The first helicopter from the actually from a company like a corporation, they have a helicopter, not even the government, but people that want to help. I went there and then started to help and take people to big hospital because all the hospital was underwater. So it was they had to kind of build a hospital like a temporary, like the government to help it, but it's not much help. So the small town rural area was a lot affected. I have my sister live in rural area, and all the everything they had they was washed up. The land was completely washed from the little creek that usually it looked like a little creek, but it was a monster river turned into be, and it washed all the whatever they had on the soil. Everything it was gone. And now they have a little more help. They try to build. They build like I say, passarela. Well, I don't know what is in English, Michelle. Passarela inside the water. Then the water can open again because continue raining and to wash again. So they are completed. Now they have the little boat that people donated. So like a fish people, they donated the boat to do the crossing people. The one city to the other, because some people work to the other city, or they needed to go to one or the other. So that little boats that is not from the government or anything, it is from people helping and volunteer that do the cross right now. So most of the work done there, 90% are volunteer people, like other city, other state, they go there to help. Like I had a state, Santa Catarina, Paraná, they are going there to help, other cities, they adopt one city and they go to help, the help is population that doing great, help each other. This is why they survive, because otherwise I don't know what happened, because everybody's helping. Like my sister, she lives a little high area, and she has 5 family live on the house, a 3 bedroom. This is the way they help each other. She has five family to live with her.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to do something, Alda. I'm going to try to share my screen. I've never done this before, but I don't know if I can. So I will try. I want to see if it is possible. And let me just see. Can you see the screen?
yeah, this
Did
is
I do it?
actually one
Okay.
of my niece's house. Yeah, what they do, my nephew and nieces. So they live it there. They used to live it there.
Wow. And this right here, that I'm seeing, and I want to go through. Okay, here we go. I'm figuring it out. Yay, I just learned
This is
something
one of
else.
the area close to the house. This is, yeah.
And just so that,
The water that they never had the problem of it, that area. So last September it was a little water, but this time there was.
so this right here, everybody can kind of see, and we're streaming on YouTube and the Facebook, and the LinkedIn. So please share that. Anybody that sees, go ahead and tell us what else this is,
Yeah,
Alda.
this is my sister business. So there is a 2 dentist doctor, and they have this, but they lost everything. The doctor that even lost his car, her house, everything, because his car was a washer. Yeah, this is what there used to be houses. Now it's a bunch of.
Rubble,
Yeah, everything,
trash.
the trees coming from the mountains. So it was like some area there was the river and trees, like a nature, beautiful, like a is it was it like a they don't destroy that area. Was like the area was nature, the trees are 100 years old, I don't know, all went out. There was nothing else there anymore. It's just rocks.
Well,
There was something very strange.
is there anything else on this? I'll stop sharing here, but this right here, just to
Oh, this
tell.
I put some. This is the area where I have my family, where I used to live. So this is kind of very good. The never water comes to like this picture. It's an area that is close to downtown. It's supposed to be beautiful. It now is like it is.
Okay. Thank you, Alda, for sharing that. I'm glad that I was able to kind of put through. We've got the GoFundMe that you set up for people can go. I've got this right here on the tickler right there. You can go. I also, for any of the viewers, I put it in the chat. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on LinkedIn or on Facebook, please share this, because wherever you are in the world, if you are financially able to provide funds, please do so. This is, while we know that right now there's been some catastrophes that have been happening in our area, if you are in the North Texas area, and many things are happening all in the world, around the world. This right here is just zoning in our second home in South America, to help someone. If you are just wanting to come, like Alda says, come out and have a good meal. It is an amazing restaurant. If you've not been out there, all of the food is organic. It is, it's almost like farm to table. If you want that fresh meal, which is why I love doing the wellness workshops over there and always to go. Not that you're just going to not get the hormones and things that, and I'll let Alda talk about that, but you get some good food. And the proceeds that she is doing is to make sure to help. The goal, if you saw that on that GoFundMe, is she's needing to raise $30,000. And so we're about 29,000 or 28,000 that we've got to go. Anything that you can provide would be helpful. We would just be so humbly grateful if you can, because where we all come from just humble beginnings, you saw that this is not an area that's not fancy. South America is people are in need, and anything, if they can't get to, they can't, everything is demolished and the government's not able to help, like she said. This would be something, if you've been to Brazil and you're like, oh my goodness, I love that area, I love it. Whatever it might be, that we just ask, please, please, please help any way you can. Share this. If you're like, I don't have the financial means, I can't spend any money to come out to eat, then share it. Share this post. Share the website to anyone that you know, because at least if one person and it shares to another person, it will grow so that we can get people there to help and help Alda's family and that community right there. You want to tell us a little bit about the restaurant, Alda, because you can do groups, and I think where are you right now? Are you in one of the rooms for the events?
Yes, we have a big room for 140, so we can our close can be 100, 160. One room 60 people, one room 140 people, or 100. So we have a semi-private area up to 70, and so we have all different options if people need a space. And this is we usually don't charge room fees. And that included TV, projector, microphone, all included. So right now we are not charging any fees, but contact me at the restaurant. 469-779-7012.
Let me put that in the chat. 469-779
7012.
Okay, 7012. Wonderful. I put that in the chat for all of you. You can call, you can go to the website. Now, did you hear her? She doesn't charge for a room rental fee, and all of the audiovisual included. Where do you get that? You don't. And you get a top 90, what is it, about 90% of the restaurants around the Metroplex have some form of MSG and hormones and things that the restaurants do, but 12 Cuts does not. It is about pure food. That's what we, how we eat in Argentina and many, many countries around the world. That's what they're familiar. This country, it is about a lot of processed stuff, unfortunately. I love doing my wellness workshops. They have the big screen. You can just pop up your laptop. You've got that. You've got the surround, the audio that's going, and there's a private room that's right back there that you can really engage in. And then the other one is more open, but it's enclosed to where she's talking about. You can do just the salad bar. Sometimes when I'm doing just the workshops, maybe it's something light, and just the salad bar, that's just a meal. Or if you really want to come and have the full meats and everything, don't eat. Hear me out. Go and don't eat all day. Come famished so you get your money's worth. And you can see the wonderful types of meats on the website. You can also will be able to pair a great wine with the meal. Or you can go during happy hour, because what time is happy hour, Alda?
4:30 to 6:30.
And they've got their special happy hour appetizers and drinks that you still have, right?
Yes, we have a happy hour menu separate. Yeah.
So she's making this day for Thursday, the 30th of May. Today's Tuesday, so 2 days away. But if you're like, I can't make it then just go whenever you want. She welcomes you. Her and Juarez welcome you. They are just as beautiful as ever. And I just want to say thank you, Alda. Thank you for taking the time to just to come and share a little bit about this so people can see the face. I put a post. If you saw the post, it's her and Juarez, but you can see a face behind the restaurant, but also behind to say, hey, this is where I come from. This is my home. This is my family. This is my community where she was raised and they come from that have been affected. And it's hard because can you imagine if you can't, it's not like she's from here where my dad is in Gainesville, like when it hit Ray Roberts. It's like, how far of a flight is it? What does that trip look like to get to your town?
As a day travel. Yeah.
Not just it's a day in air, but it's a day once you.
Yeah, it's a two fly driving. Yeah, it's a day travel.
Yeah. So if you want to reach out, please reach out. And I thought that this just so happened, but it's in trauma awareness. These people are experiencing traumas. And so if you are, please go to the GoFundMe, contact her, book a group. She can accommodate. She's got this beautiful bar area, that private area, the whole top area. She's been known to be creative. Whatever type of group you want or event, go have it there. She's got some great times. If you're on off times, I'm sure she'll be able to really, you'll get some great value for her. Alda, anything else before we close, as we're coming to the close? Anything else that you've got? Any other call to action, last minute thoughts?
I will say thank you for you to giving me the chance to talk, and I waited people to come and enjoy the meal on this Thursday or any other day because I continue helping. This Thursday, everything goes to the city to help it then, but I continue help. I already send the money, so I'll be helping. Comes to dining here is this, it's not only for to have fun, to have a good meal, but helping. But because not only this charity that I do, I'm a help in Brazil, but I help a lot of people here too. So I help a different community, different organization that I donate food and money and everything I can. So
yeah, and she does.
I'll help others. So.
And if you've been at one of the events that you see some of the foods and the finger foods, that's where Alda is. She is always about giving. So we just ask that you give back. And stay tuned because just a little sneak peek that I will share that as far as that we're going to be doing a couple of more of these that will be there on site or wherever that we'll have maybe a tea tasting or we're going to do some fun stuff. But I just want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and just wish you all a beautiful, blessed, and prosperous day. We give God all the glory, which is why we always want to make sure because nothing that we have is ours. For us as believers, it is our Lord Jesus, God Almighty, that this is all His. And so we are just helping one another. We are just extending nonviolent communication to love one another and help people in need. So thank you again. Alda, don't go anywhere. Once I end this, just stay tuned so I can talk to you behind in the green room. And we want to say bye. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you all. And tune in tomorrow. I got another great speaker coming in for Wellness Wednesday. So you're going to get two great things for this month. Bye-bye.